I'm gonna use my riffle because if this is like the original at all, I gotta kill some fuckers when I get to the church, and I would like to have my shotty. Here we go again! Resident Evil 4, though. I don't know about the production of Resident Evil 4. I mean, I know a little bit. I know that it was originally or sorry, not originally, or I don't know what order it happened. Like, where did we get the Hookman bit from?
Jesus Christ.
And that got scrapped. And then there was that bit I remember seeing as a kid, where Leon is just like going down a castle hallway, and there's these like this like black mist or something following him, and that was completely gone. So that was not Hookman. That was something else. I don't even know. And then none of that appeared in the actual version that came out. But there was also the bit about, sorry, what am I thinking of? Like what ended up becoming Devil May Cry, right? So it kind of went through a production hell. I wonder if Matt McMuscles has a what happened for Resident Evil 4. I feel like he might. Sounds like a him thing. Maybe I'll remember to look, and then if I find one, I'll link it. I always say I'm going to do that, and then I forget. You know what part of the problem is I'm just not very good at the cards in YouTube. I don't really quite get what their fucking deal is. Didn't we establish that Bombs and I are friends with this guy?
Shit, that was close.
Fuck you, douchebag. It is nice that I can just come into the room, into my inventory, and the whole world stops just to accommodate me. That's really nice. Big fan. Big fan. Oh, kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. You want to fall down for me now, please, sir? No? Hoping this will just take the wind out of his sails. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean?
There you go.
That's all I got. There's my friend! I love you, Snowy!
Hey, it's that dog.
I don't think he has a fucking name. I like to pretend it's Snowy the dog. And I can call him Snoo Snoo. It's my buddy Snoo Snoo. You're gonna throw that shit at me right now. Oh, I actually got hit. Dang. Okay, well let's see how good the fish is. The fish is great! Oh my gosh! The fish were kind of just like meh in the original. This is great. Get some of that lean protein. Cause you know Leon lifts. Okay, wait. Do we think that Leon lifts, or does Leon do? Oh, my controller died! No! Oh shit! Oh no! Oh no! Yes, thank you! Like, where's the failsafe? Okay. Oof. Okay. Run! Jeez. Now what was I complaining about? Do we think that Leon lifts weights, or does he do like body weight exercises? Because he's not like super beefed. He's kind of pleasantly rounded in all the right places, actually. Like, he got a big ass. That boy got a big butt. That's good. His clothes are not form-fitting. It's a little more wide than original Leon. Which is fine with me. I like him a little meatier. Personally. Stop lusting after Leon, Dane. He's a hero. Oh, I probably could have gotten the thing. I just don't want to work that hard. And I'm just gonna get irritated because I can't adjust my aim that fast. Precision guns are not my thing. So what I need to do is get a shotgun grafted into one tit so I can blow fuckers away when they roll up on my property. I'm afraid of shotguns IRL. They scare me quite a bit. Whoa, what happened there? They scare me quite a bit. I've only really fired pistols and rifles. I feel like the kickback on a shot... Fuck, I'm gonna miss it. Kickback on a shotgun is just too high for me. It's too much! I wonder if you hit him in the STD growing out of his back, if he hits the ground faster, you don't have to spend as much mushka. Maybe I'll get really good. Is there like a brand of controller that works with PlayStation units that just has finer movement adjustment? Because I don't know why I have so much fucking problems with it. But I've always had trouble. And I don't know if it's a me problem. Well, I assume it must be, because plenty of people are excellent at aiming in video games. Whoa! The same hardware I am. Okay, time to eat the fish. These fish are great. Like it a lot. Glad I hung on to them. Like, I always feel like it's very chunky. Very cogly-y. Never just sort of... Like, people that play with mice have much better aim, don't they? Okay, let's go. It's just an assumption that I have as someone that doesn't use them. Like, it feels right to hold a controller, but my aim is dog shit. Why it sucks so much. Maybe it's just like, I'll admit the sexist, but I think possibly could be data-backed truth. Not that anyone's looked, I don't think. Just that boys tend to be better at video games, and I don't know if that's because boys are more inclined to play them. But I remember always struggling with stuff that my older cousins could do. Mario and that kind of thing. Like the sort of visual spatial circuit between my hands and my eyes is, oh shit, not as good as theirs. I just sort of assumed it was a difference between the sexes. Based on a super limited sample of dudes I'm related to. I don't know. But then, you know, I think about one of my little sisters, and she was a pretty good shot in Outbreak. She was usually our gunner, our pot shotter. I'm more related to her than I am our cousins. I don't know. Maybe I just suck.
God damn.
Probably just suck. Alright. Well, appreciate you. Let's get all the stuff that I didn't get. I would be curious to know, though, if there is a difference between the sexes with aim in video games. I mean, I bet I could... I wonder... Well, no, not necessarily. But, like, with actual guns, is there a different... I mean, that's an entirely different specific set of skills, if you will. But... I would be curious. Take a bunch of male and female gamers that like play the same thing. Like even just from the Resident Evil diehards. Like get a bunch of gals, get a bunch of guys, and just see how they fare.
Thanks, bud.
With the same equipment and stuff like that. And then it might just be interesting. See, if I had a bunch of money, this is the kind of dumb, useless science that I would fund. Like, if I was very rich, like, I would give to charity, because I'm sort of, that's, you know, a good thing. There's certain ones I give to. I'm always a sucker for the Humane Society, absolutely. But I would want to be like, okay, so I got 50 grand that I can give out as a research grant. Who can I give it to? But I wouldn't want to, like, go through university. I mean, I probably have to, but I'm going to be like, no. I want to receive the proposals. Shut the fuck up, not you. I don't trust you. And then I would just sort of give them out. And I would do it for like good things, like things that matter. But I would also do it for bullshit things, like who's better at over-the-shoulder shooters, ladies or men? And does it matter what type of gun we're talking about, like rapid fire versus not? Are men and women different when they play Resident Evil 4? And I would totally hire like a couple of PhDs to study the shit out of that for me. Just because I want to know. Just want to know. I'm just curious. And then I would have science to be like, this one study that I paid for further vindicates my lack of aim. And that'd be sick. What else would I want to know? I don't know. I'd think of something. Is the PlayStation 4 controller / PlayStation are the Sony DualShock controllers? You heard me talking about you? Is that the problem? Are they the ultimate ergonomic form for human adults? What if we sold them in other sizes? Because, like, I feel like they could be wider, man, for me. Like, my hands are... I don't know if I have big hands. I don't know, my cousin used to tell me I had doll hands, but I don't know if that means anything. I don't know how big my hands are. I don't think I have particularly big ones. I've been told by an asshole that I must be a lesbian because one of my fingers is like... What is it? What did that asshole say? Oh yeah, my ring finger is longer than my pointer finger, therefore I must be a fucking lesbian. Here's the thing. Even if I am, aren't you kind of an asshole for pulling that one out? Like, don't be such a dick. Yeah, that happened at a coffee shop because I was having a conversation with some friends and we were discussing what I guess is today referred to as the trans medical model, which I guess you're not allowed to talk about. And yeah, this I guess it was a trans man walked up and got in my fucking face, and that was the first time that I ever thought, maybe I should look into this. So I went home after they fucking did what they did. They got really just ridiculous. I was like, am I gonna have to call the cops because this person is so fucking angry with... Like, they just felt entitled. It was like I said something like, I don't know, on par with, like... I can't think of anything awful enough that warranted what they did. But, whatever. Anyway, so I was like, oh, am I an asshole? Am I a dick? What? And so I went on the internet when I got home, and I ran into... There should be a dog up here, right? Someone named Riley J. Dennis. And I'm listening, and I'm trying to have an open mind, and I'm like, maybe I'm wrong, and then... But all I'm hearing is the same kind of, like, blatant judgment and hate that I used to hear from further to the left of Catholicism. Yeah, there you are, you little fuck. They kept you. Protestants about anybody that wasn't them. And just like I thought that was a bunch of dumb bullshit, I thought what that broad was saying was a bunch of dumb bullshit. And so I looked further and I found a bunch of other ones, and I was just like, this doesn't jive for me. Considering that, like, I have people like that in my life, I don't know, and suggested to the right of that was a Mr. Steven Crowder. And I don't know how I feel about Steven Crowder, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm getting at with this other than, yeah, leave me alone. I don't know. I don't know. Things change or whatever, but I'm just going to continue to endeavor to try to treat people like individuals. I don't care what groups they ascribe themselves to, and I would assume that people are going to treat me like an individual, and if I give them reasons to feel like I'm an asshole, they're going to treat me like one, and vice versa. Now, we all have different criteria for what constitutes being treated like an asshole, but I'm trying my best in an age where we are all divided into tribes to not group people into groups. And that's hard. But that's too heavy for Resident Evil playthrough. Let's get in there and save Ashley. Let's go. Hello, Ash. Oh, no, I did it wrong. I have the key, though, right? So who gives a shit? I'm worried there's going to be another dog. I'm impressed that they kept the dog. This is closed now, huh? See, now, we live in a time where I'm like, I should go back and just take out that whole brief section where I said something happened to me where some asshole rocked up, said some awful shit to me in front of my friends, and when we were just having an academic debate, and got all in my face and invited, you know, and now I'm afraid because I went on the record and said I didn't enjoy that person's company and it made me think differently, and when I went to look it up for myself, something didn't seem right. Because I've spoken out against the new biggest religion there is, and that's whatever's popular. And now I'm just making it worse. So should I get rid of that shit? No, I'm just gonna leave it. Fuck it. Let's play some Resident Evil. Na, 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 na. It scares me that I live in a time where I'm afraid to say things, regardless of how distasteful other people might find them. They don't even seem that distasteful to me. Like, it's not like I'm like, kill all of something. Ashley Graham.
I'm here to help.
Or, you know. And yet, I remember growing up in a time where you could say anything you want. It could be really awful. And just, people would just come at you and debate you, and that was it. You know, you didn't lose your job for saying something awful. You didn't, like, you were allowed to consider other points of views allowed than what was currently mainstream. And I don't know where that went. And it didn't matter what it was. It didn't matter if it was a science, if it was science or medicine or religion or, you know, anything like that. And we don't have that anymore. And I don't know how that happened, but it scares me. Like, it scares me that I'm not allowed, without dangerous consequences, quite possibly, to say that I disagree about things, about anything, well, certain things actually, and oh, I gotta do this here, huh? I don't understand. Oh, rotate. Oh, we're doing this same old puzzle. Wait, this is different. This is not what it used to be. Will it fit between... Huh. I don't know, my point is, it just scares me that, you know, I can't speak out against certain things, whereas I was always able to do that. And I thought that was kind of the point of science and philosophy and society, was to challenge things. You know, I could speak out about the church more than I could about, I don't know, drag queens reading to children. You know, like, I could say more shit about the church than I could about anything else. And I don't know how I feel about that. I don't feel good about it. But, and it's hard not to feel hostile about that. Because anything that tells me I can't question it, I got issues with. And I know that oh, that's the Catholic Church. How you no, I've never been encouraged more to ask fucking questions than by the Catholic Church. I've never been treated with more dignity as a female than by the Catholic Church. Why the fuck do you think I'm there? But I don't know. When I was in school, they were still teaching a lot of that stuff in a different way, in a way that I don't think they're allowed to teach it now. And I'm always open to being wrong, because I wouldn't have been attracted to science if I wasn't interested in seeking out what's right. But as soon as you get shut down by just sort of like these emotional arguments, it doesn't quite work for me. Additionally, like, I thought the whole point of logic was to basically try to find an area that looks like it might fit, where hypocrisy didn't work. Like, it made sense. Like, if X... Oh. Maybe? Like if X works... No, I need to shift it all, don't I? If X works in the situation with A and B, then Y must also work in a situation with C and D, kind of thing. Like, your logic has to stand the test of... I'm just going to do these all incrementally. Of being subjected to different variables, right? Because it's a formula. So it still has to work when you plug in different values for the variables, otherwise your formula is incorrect. And when that's not the case, I'm disinclined. Sorry, I want to keep these together. I'm disinclined to lend credence to said argument. But I think I was educated with like the Socratic method, which I guess is not... Nobody cares about these things anymore. Now that's not to say that things don't change. Like, Lord knows science changes. That's part of the reason why I trust the science. Okay. I have a science education. The first thing we learned was don't trust anything blindly. You have to ask questions. And we all know science changes as they find things out. Medicine is a fucking terrible offender of that. Psychology particularly, right? Things that used to be true ages ago turn out not to be. So don't tell me to trust the science, because no, science is about asking questions. Science is about challenge. Science is about revisiting old things and seeking out the truth, not a truth, the truth, and that there is one discoverable objective truth for everything, and that's what we're looking for. But I guess that's not what it means today, which is another reason I'm glad I didn't continue with it, because I think I would have just hated my life. So instead, I'll go work in capitalism and just make a bunch of money that makes things possibly worse for people. I hope not, but it might.
Ashley,
I don't know.
you in there?
And fuck that. Dane, are you done bitching and complaining? Yeah, I think I am. It's not even fun to talk about. All I know is I read 1984 when I was in university. I thought, oh, I mean, this is scary and horrible, but this will never happen. And I don't want to be cliche and be like, oh, look at this old flip phone. I totally had one of these. This is nice. Sigma Gamma Phi. Oh, she's a sorority chick. I don't want to be one of those people who's like, oh, we're living in 1984. Because we're not yet. But, I don't know, I just remember a freer time to have thoughts and to say them. Because here's the thing, you can never stop me from thinking what I'm thinking. You can't change people's opinion, you can't force them to love you, you can't force them to accept things, you can't force them to do fucking jack all. But you can force them to keep it to themselves. Do you really want to live in that world? I don't. I don't want to live in that world. I don't want people to not say what they think.
Ashley.
Even if I super disagree.
Ashley
People
Graham,
shit all over Jesus and God constantly, but
Listen.
they should be allowed to.
Easy with that.
Absolutely.
My name's
I
Leo.
don't know. God gave us free will, right? And if he's going to grant others free will, then who the fuck am I to not grant that to others?
That one will.
Dane, this is too heavy. Make fun of Ashley. I don't know, Ashley's supposed to be like a girl boss in this now, right?
Hey, it's dangerous outside.
Let's see.
You need to listen to me.
What is that?
I like that she's ignoring him. Because that's back to old Leon form where none of the women listen to him. Dane, why do you like cuck Leon? Because he's not. He's just cooler when he's like relatable. Like he's just not on top of everything. I don't like her outfit. I really don't care for it. Like, is this just like a style these days? Like, what is that grandma style that she's wearing? That looks awful. Alexa, stop. How did we do? The first daughter. I got her, man. Don't worry about it. How many times did that? Oh, I didn't die. That's good, I guess. Times damaged 6. I only got hit 6 times. Enemies killed 25. Interesting.